My dad and I are travelling 4,000 miles on our Triumphs. My dad's on his Triumph Thunderbird, which its bread and butter is pure touring. And then there's me on my Triumph T100. So yeah, it's going to get interesting. In the last episode you saw me panicking about packing and getting prepared, as well as making last minute adjustments to my bike in my top of the line workshop. And then for this episode, well, let's just roll the clips. Day 1, Calais. The true beginning of our journey. After a night's sleep, the nerves have settled down and now it's just pure excitement. The routes will go on and the places we'll see. The goal for today is to get ourselves as far south as possible. The dream would be to get into Spain for a second night, but that's a whole 12-hour journey and over 1,000 kilometers. Let's see where the day takes us. Starting off, as per usual, both Dad and I are on top of our game.
Huh? What side of the road?
Well, one of us is.
I don't think this is a petrol station, this is to clean your car.
Okay, maybe neither of us are.
It's to clean your car.
After struggling to navigate the intricate terrain of Calais, we found a place to fill up our steeds. Next on the agenda was food.
As we were in France, let's indulge in some French cuisine. This to me is one of the coolest things, being able to ride with the old man. My dream since I was a little boy. We've done this trip before, but he was doing all the heavy lifting. Now we both do the heavy lifting. Is that even a thing? I don't know how to do motivational or inspirational speeches, but I'm just glad it's me and this old git. The French cuisine.
They were closed, so we just got back on the road and settled for a ham and cheese baguette at the next service station.
This is pretty great. It's me and my dad going to Spain. I love this. We are 5 hours away from Le Mans. Jesus, that's the way. I'm going to try and see if we can make it down to Bordeaux. If my tank can take it. The mileage on this isn't the best, and I don't have a fuel gauge. That's the biggest problem, or biggest fault that I have with this bike. That's it. But you don't really need that unless you're going touring. That's literally the only reason why I want it. Any other time, why would you need it? Convenience. Who wants convenience when you're on a motorcycle?
What soon became very apparent was that we were no longer on the motorway, instead we were in the backcountry. The scenes were beautiful, albeit you can't see it because my GoPro decided to record the tarmac, as being from the UK it has never seen a smooth road. But what I came to realise was...
That is actually very true. We haven't gone really that far, have we?
No, we haven't, and here's why. Actually been taking all the back roads, didn't we? Because my Waze was set to no toll road. As soon as we turned that off, and now we're on the toll roads. What a nightmare. Bunch of wacky drivers. You thought I was going to say something else, but it's just horrible, wasn't it? Yeah, is the word. Yeah, that's the one.
But these things work.
Yeah, the bip and go, absolutely amazing. You just plug it into your shoulder. You just have it in your pocket and it just does it. Arse is in pieces, not gonna lie. Shoulder hurts. We're about 2 hours away from Tours now as well. And then so far so good. Right, feeling pretty good. Stopped over at another service station on the way to Tours. We've got 2 hours left of the journey. Dad's booking the hotel for tonight because I think we're going to stop there. For some sort of reason that last bit of stretch is just completely covered in flies. And one even like jolted my shoulder back. It was massive. Probably was a butterfly or a small bird, but either way it's dead. And it stained my jacket, and then tomorrow we should be out of France. I'm hoping. Anyway, the old man's struggling to keep up, and I'm on a 865 air-cooled Triumph, and he's on a 1700 Thunderbird. But I guess it's just the old age, eh? The old man getting his heart monitor out. Gives you an extra 10 horsepower, doesn't it?
Yeah. Actually, it's connected to my butt.
Overall, how far? Overall, so far,
Yeah.
how are you finding it?
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
It's not bad. What, 560 miles in how many hours? We were late starting, right?
Yeah, and then we took the wrong turn.
Well, did we?
Not really. We took
Turned out there's no wrong turns on a motorbike.
no, but
It's just
all right.
motorbikes.
With your old age inspirational talking, I tried to do an inspirational talk earlier on the GoPro. Failed completely, miserably. I don't know how to do it. I think it comes with age.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you chat absolute bollocks, but it makes sense,
Yeah.
and they are meaningful.
Yep.
And I love
As
it.
are my bollocks.
Oh, sweet. No, not sweet. Why did I say sweet?
I don't know. So I think we need to edit that out.
Yeah, possibly. Give me the address and let's get the f out of here.
This is the address of the hotel.
Okay.
And by the way, your exhaust is still hot.
Why do you say that?
F***ing leaning against the light.
Right, we've made it to Tours. We're at Hotel Italia. But before we go in, I just wanted to show you guys the big difference between a bike that is perfect for touring and a bike that is mine. Right, okay. My helmet, as you can see, I've acquired a lot of medals on the way through. I've demolished the whole colony with my face, and my dad's helmet, clean as anything, but he had that lucky oh well, I could have done that, but I didn't. But to pick up my mood, my dad said, why don't we get unpacked, showered and go into the town to try out some French barley. So we're now in Tours, in the red light district. I'm joking. And I've decided I'm getting rid of the Triumph and replacing it with this the scooter that I've just found. And then Dad's taken the other scooter over there. Well, it's been a good night so far. We went into a young person's bar, was greeted by loads of family members and stuff. And the road that we thought you weren't allowed to ride a motorbike down is a highway. The barley was great, but now it's time for a kip. Well, good morning, welcome to day 2 of our tour to Spain. Had a very weird night in Tours. Went out for a few drinks, came back home, wanted to go to sleep at like 9 o'clock. And then throughout the night, we've just had the weirdest occurrences. Like an old couple, we're talking about our bikes because they are a beauty to behold. I set the alarms off at like, midnight. Then around 2:30 in the morning, some Spanish music just blaring out someone's car. Was a banger, have to say the least. It was a really good song, but it just felt like I was in a fever dream the whole of last night. We are now getting ready to go to Pamplona, is the goal today. He said we can probably do something like 6 hours, or try and get down there in 6 hours?
Yeah, it's only 400 miles.
400 miles. Alright, okay. So hopefully we can do that in 6 hours. Most likely 8.
This is our breakfast.
Yes, breakfast, foodage, has to be done.
Or it could be longer if there's thunder.
Okay. That sounds like a storm.
No, you know what it is?
What?
It's a tram.
It's a tram! It wasn't.
You're right. Further away or closer? Further away or closer?
That's probably further away. No, that was a longer pause between the flash and that. But geez, we don't know which way we're actually heading. We might be heading towards it or away from it, or either way, we need to leave at some point.
We're actually the best one. We were outside, and then this is a fucking stupid bin. You can't actually. Look, this fucking design.
The helmet. Okay, I need to get that out. Hold on.
Latest design. Watch. Ready? Do it again. Do it better. Ready?
As you can tell, it didn't keep us down. I also decided I'm also going to be taking out my baffles because I've had enough of it. It's making some weird leakage out the back of the exhaust. Oh, and you have to see this jacket. If there's one waterproof you need, it's this one. But as it's raining, I'm going to have to put the waterproofs on. I have my Vice Vision jacket, got it from Infinity Motorcycles. I love it, it's super fluorescent, it's very reflective. It feels like I'm going to like an 80s disco or something. As soon as I got one of these, my dad had to get one as well. What sold him was the fact that in a dark room in the corner of our house, you saw this, didn't you? In the corner of our house, in a like dark room, and that's what sold you from getting one, because it was just glowing in the dark. But yeah, so now my dad and I are matching. Alright, come on the boys! Let's go!
If anyone hits us today and says, I didn't see you, I'm going to kill them.
With spirits high, we got the F out of Dodge and made our way to Pamplona. Stopped off for some breakfast and, you guessed it, it's another ham and cheese baguette.
Also because my jacket was completely open, it turned out to be a balloon on the road, didn't it? It was just so massive, and I was wondering why I was slowing down so quickly. I was making my own self-parachute, I think. But yeah. Let's get back on the road, shall we?
Now for this last part before crossing into Spain, I didn't have my GoPro out because it was torrential. But then it wasn't. After covering over 150 miles, we stopped once again to fuel up, and so I could do this.
Dad, that thing over there is something you used to use to calculate your finances, wasn't it? That little, I don't know what it's called. That big old thing over there.
Abacus, cheeky fucker.
In all seriousness, the journey so far has surpassed my expectations. From the road, the places, and the bond between father and son. But it was all down to the old man, so thank you. I'm thankful I get to call you my dad. Anyway,
I think this will wrap up this video for now. If you did enjoy this video so far and want to continue watching our journey, then hit the subscribe button, press the bell notification to keep up to date with every post that we make. Give us a like, comment the best part, the best dad moment in the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully we'll be in Spain at that point.
next time, Dad becomes a climate activist and fights a plastic bag. We stay at a 5-star hotel recommended by Booking.com, and I go back to the Philippines. The journey continues. Yep, it still doesn't sound cool.